Hello guys, in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how you can rotate around the different axes on a blender. So the first thing we need to do is to understand the different axes, right? We have the Z axis, which is represented with over here with the blue color. Then we have the X axis presented here with the red color, and then we have the Y axis represented here with the with the green color. And so if you want your object to rotate around, want it to rotate like this around the Z axis, you should be activating your Z axis. Then if you want it to rotate like this, you want your object to rotate like this, then you should be using the X axis. And then if the object is to rotate like this or anywhere around like this, then you should be activating your Y axis. So I'm going to show you an example. Say we want to make something like this. We want this object cup to be rotated and become like this. What this means is that this cup will rotate around the X axis, right? Okay, so this is an example. What I will do is to activate the rotate option, which is arrow, and then I'm going to point it at X. I'm going to activate the X axis, and then I'm going to what angle. So since it's going to rotate this way to come like this, it means it's going to be rotated by 90 degrees. So I click 90, and then you have it. Okay, so how about this? Let's say we want to do, let me do this first. So you see that this is rotated. What axis is rotated? It's rotated around what axis now? It's rotated like this. So it's rotating around the Y axis. So it's rotated this way. Okay, so it's rotated around the Y axis. So what I'll do is I'll click here, and then I'll click arrow. Then if you see, it's rotated around 45 degrees. So I'll click Y and then 45. Okay, so it's rotating this other way, but I want it the other way. So what I'll do, Ctrl Z, I'll say rotate Y axis, but this time I'll click -45. So it goes the other way, -45. So I have it over there. Okay, so I'll do two more. I'll do three more, just so we understand. So this, it's rotating around what axis is this rotating around? It's rotating around the X axis. So what I'll do is that I'll click arrow, I'll click on X, and then I'll click -90 because I want it to rotate the other way around. So I'll click -90, and there you have it. Okay, so the same thing applies. I'll do this. So for this one, it's just the same thing. So this is rotating around the Y axis. So I'll click on this, I'll click on rotate, which is arrow, I'll click on Y, and then I'll click on 90, and there you have it. Okay, same thing applies for this one. So this one is rotating around so I want to flip this way, this the other way around. So it's rotating around the X axis, right? So I will do something like this. So it's rotated around the X axis by 180 degrees. So I'll click on arrow, I'll click on X, and I'll click on 180 degrees. Okay, but now you find out that it is facing the other side. This is facing the other side. So I can also do that. So all I just have to do is rotate it around the Z axis this time. Rotate it around the Z axis by 180, right? Because I want it to face the other side. So I'll just say, what I'll do is rotate. I'll say Z, and then I'll say 180. There you have it. Okay. So that is how you go about rotation. Okay. So one more thing I would like to show you. So for this, let me take it back. For this, say you want to flip it to the other side. You want to, instead of going through rotation and then you click on the angle, you just want to flip it to the other way around. So you can, there's another shortcut you could do that. You could say scale. You could use the scale option. So before I show you how to do that, let me just explain something about the scale option. So if you click on scale and click on 2, what you've just done is that you scaled it by 2 factor. Okay, if I click on scale and I click 3, I've scaled it by 3 factor. Okay, now if you click on scale and click 1, nothing happens because it's already 1. So scaling by 1 factor doesn't change anything. But what you could do is that you scale it, but you want to scale it by 1 factor in the negative direction. So what you do is to click on scale, then click on -1, So it flips the object for you in the other direction. Yeah, that is it. I hope you've learned something today.